last week. I've been trying to write at least one a week, and so they were talking about it. The Young Jurks is one of the local YouTube shows that talks about what's going on in Canton with the Karen Reed case. And Mike Crawford, who's the host, was talking with Mark Bederow, the New York lawyer. He's originally from Framingham, I believe, who's now becoming a lawyer for Turtle Boy in his so-called witness intimidation cases. And they were talking about my latest column on Canton. I'll let you listen to that. Cut one.
They're taking the perfect approach, and either way, they're gaining ground as the case moves forward over the next several months.
Yeah, I think Howie Carr talking about it too. He mentioned his latest column that double jeopardy.
I call those howitzers now. It's a howitzer, but it's a howitzer. He keeps like unloading these columns, just going.
It's just the pictures too, like the pictures they use of Jill Daniels. That was definitely a good cover photo.
I stay away from the personal attacks and the physical appearance jokes and that, but what's going on with these columns but they're all own goals too, right? I mean, she has this, ludicrous event in Canton a few weeks ago that, she becomes a meme doing the Macarena, just making a complete fool of herself. And then you go to a bar and this happens and you say these things. And I mean, they do it to themselves just again and again.
And we should have had the last, and it's all about alcohol. That's what he said. It's all about alcohol, which is kind of clear, isn't it? But he's talking about Jill Daniels, the sister-in-law of jailbird Chris Albert. 844-500-4242. And again, the Herald had a good, now has the payroll. We requested through a Freedom of Information Act request the payroll for the entire town of Canton. And so if you can't get through the paywall to get to the Herald, I tweeted out earlier today some of the top salaries of the players in the Karen Reed frame up. And it's just amazing that the person who makes the least amount of money is the one honest guy in the whole group, which is Lucky Loughran, the owner of the driver of Frankentruck, the snowplow driver, who they didn't want to interview because he was going to tell them that there was no body of John O'Keefe out on the yard of Brian Albert, the Boston police sergeant. And they didn't want to talk to him, so it took the defense had to find the guy. Even though the public works director had told Michael Proctor, the now suspended state cop, that there was this truck driver, Lucky Loughran, who had actually driven and plowed past the house where the body would have been. And Lucky's brother just happens to be the chairman of the Board of Selectmen in Canton. So. This is going to be another interesting hearing. Now, the Karen Reed has hired Marty Weinberg. He's a well-known veteran criminal defense attorney and appeals attorney in the city of Boston, and he's now on the team. So, if as expected, they turn down the double jeopardy motion, he will go into court immediately to try to get a hearing in the mass. I guess the SJC, the Mass Supreme Judicial Court first, and then from there, if they turn it down to the U.S. court, federal court,